Good morning, guys. So it is 6:43, and I kind of just got back from the gym, but I kind of wanted to share a few things. So the very first thing I do, especially being over 40, is after my workout, I'll probably do like about a cup to a cup and a half of raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries, because it does drain your immunity down, especially me, because I have vitiligo, and vitiligo, it's an immune deficiency. So keeping that vitamin C up is everything, especially with recovery. So I train, 4 days a week to where I'll do 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 2 days off. Sometimes I might, take a break and just do 3 days 1 week and then 4 the next, just to have that extra rest, because that's mandatory. But I don't really eat right away when I go in, because I'm on the journey of powerlifting. So just I'm more focused on the form and putting up more weight. So that's my primary focus, and it's more of just hitting the weight the right way, the right technique, the right form, and the effectiveness that I am getting out of it, not throwing up a bunch of weight just because somebody else is stronger than me. So just so yeah, for all you guys out there, just some words of encouragement. You got this. Stay focused when you're in there, because yeah, there's not a lot of people that have the same mentality as we may have. That we want to go in there and we want to knock out the weights. We want to go out there and focus on what we're focusing on to expand our journey and to get where we want to get. And that just takes, perseverance and self-motivation. And I find that out sometimes the hard way, that, in the gym, for me, in my experience, nobody comes and helps, and that's the thing, we don't expect that. So, we have to encourage ourselves and motivate ourselves, and push harder and harder. And sometimes, when you see other people working hard or just as hard, it makes you, get that motivation, to just work out harder. Like, wow, this person's really inspiring me to hit my goals a whole lot more. But just kind of back on point here is, so, after I get done doing the berries, I might wait like a half an hour, because I'm not focused on, eating like tons of calories, because that's just not going to get me anywhere, and it's going to put a bunch of fat on me. I mean, that's the only word I can really say. Some people may get offended, but that's the only word that it will do if I load up on carbs, is that's what it does. And it damages your liver and your pancreas, depending on the type of sugars that are being put in the body, especially excess glucose. And that's where, the ginger, the cayenne pepper, the turmeric will come in. The chlorophyll that helps with the lining of the esophagus. And I did a little more research too, and I also found there's this other natural herb you can get, especially if there's anyone out there that's got like acid reflux or GERD or gastrointestinal issues. Is might want to check out slippery elm too. That's another thing, because that will coat the throat and the lining of the intestines also. So I usually get that from like Better Health or whatnot. You might be able to find it at Walmart. I'm not so sure, but that's definitely something you could check out as well. But yeah, definitely the betaine hydrochloric acid with the apple cider vinegar, the chlorophyll, and the slippery elm is really going to help. And with the fasting, the fasting is the most effective thing, let me tell you. Because when I found out that I had GERD and acid reflux, the very first time I fasted, I fasted for about 24 to 26 hours, and all my pain was gone. It was gone. There was no more acid reflux. There was no more, because I was constantly eating, and the doctors just kept on saying, just oh, that's okay. Just keep eating every 3 hours. Eat your whole grains. Eat your, like, that's not what the problem is. The problem is it's the constant eating, the snacking, is what it is. And when you eliminate the constant eating and the snacking in between the meals, you'll notice a difference. Because it's like your body can only take so much, your intestines can only take so much, and from just medical research, this, you can look this up too. This is the stuff that that I did, because I can't trust doctors, and there's some that are good out there. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of the ones that I have gone to, it's just more, here, take Tums, and take all these antacids, and that is just not the answer, because it has calcium carbonate in it. They make cement out of that. So your driveways that they make cement out of, that's what you're putting in your body, and you're stopping the acid from forming in your body. So you need acid to digest your food. If you ain't got acid, then you're not gonna be able to digest any food. So So, because of that, that's the reason why. So once you start hitting like your 30s, 35 and up, then your pH levels go down, and they need to be 3.3 to 3.5. And usually they may go down to like 1.5, but that's where the apple cider vinegar and the betaine hydrochloric acid comes in, because it increases the acidity in the body. And you want to make your body more alkaline too. So, and when you make it more alkaline, like from lemons, lentils, and things like that, the symptoms become less. And then the less, the more that you're putting the nutrients in your body, then it makes a big difference. Even like with the eggs, we got the Walmart eggs, and we ended up going with the organic eggs and seeing there's a huge difference in the nutrients. And like I tell a lot of people, when you look at the nutrients, if you get Walmart brand or whatever, maybe just the standard eggs, you might get a little vitamin A and D. But when you get the brown eggs, you get magnesium, biotin, choline, you get all that stuff in there. That's a natural treatment for cardiac, or for cataracts, is choline. The choline really helps. And the castor oil too, that will actually help. That's a natural remedy for cataracts, is castor oil. You can get that anywhere too, so definitely check that out, and it will help with the bags in the eyes and the wrinkles and things like that around here. It gets rid of all the dark circles. But it's the organic cold press castor oil. And we've been using it too. I haven't noticed any difference with the hair, but it's supposed to help regrow your hair also, and in the roots and everything like that. Instead of just using like shampoo and conditioner, because then we just look back in the day. Back in the day, 2,000 years ago, they didn't have shampoo and conditioner out. They didn't have that stuff out. So, and another thing I want to throw in there is, you could also, this might sound kind of weird, but if you take an organic egg, with some castor oil and some rosemary, and just kind of mix it in a bowl and wash your hair with it, you're putting the nutrients back in your hair. So that's another thing you can do too. I know it sounds kind of, weird and whatnot, but it's nutrient packed for your scalp. So, but yeah, just want to throw that video out there. And just, one of the things that I do, and one of the routines that I do. So, and that's just, coming back, I try to do that, every day, is get those berries in, especially the garlic, the turmeric, and the ginger. That's like the most powerful thing you can do, especially for your immunity. Especially when you're susceptible, because you get sick quicker. And like I said, when I have a cold, I will take that and I'll feel better within a day. It's better than taking NyQuil and DayQuil. A day, maybe two at tops. Because if you do that Manuka honey, it's called Manuka honey, it's really good for the throat, and the congestion and the mucus. And the slippery elm also is really good for it too. So that's another thing. And that the camille, or the camille tea, I believe it's called camille tea. That's another thing that you can also take too. Just warm that up, throw some Manuka honey in there, a little Ceylon cinnamon. That will also help, and it'll break up all that congestion and get that gone. So, but just want to throw that video out there, and off to work I go, because I got to get ready to go to work here. So just wanted to put that out there. So you guys have a great and awesome day.